So there's still some stuff that I'm missing. I need to actually kind of like find it.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
Oh, see, so now you gotta go back through all of these and figure out what the hell actually she meant. Now it's actually making a lot of sense.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Yeah, it's making a lot more sense now. But what am I missing? I mean, there's obviously stuff that I'm missing. Oh, there's a notebook.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
How do I feel like this is actually important? I wonder if you actually scan that, if something will come up. Why don't you do it? Do it! Maybe it's actually part of the story. Maybe it like gives me the code.
She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window. But she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
What did I have to tell her? Binder.
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
4th of March. It's a 5-digit code though, so it doesn't actually do anything for me. Does it actually give anything else other than...
Hated that thing.
Nope, just hated that thing. Got it. Oh, open drawer. There's a lot of stuff I'm missing.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
So I was a popular kid who had a shit mom.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
Oh, I'm starting to get a feeling of what actually happened. And it's not good. So I have to go through these and find everything. So let's see what was added to the journal. So nothing new there. Well, this is new, I think. Yeah, that's new. July 7th, 2018. I got all these. Got those. Oh, here's a new one.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number. She must have written it down here somewhere.
January 19th of 2018. I don't know. I feel like wouldn't be like 2018, but I feel like it's gonna be a date. Like it's gotta be a date. I'm alone. So this one is February 14th, so I can do 2/14.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number. She must have written it down.
Where the hell would I find this? I'm not good at puzzles. I'm not good at these kinds of puzzles. I can do everything else.
What is the code, Murray?
Sorry, I have to go to here. Oh. Okay, so I actually have to kind of figure out what else is in this room. I mean, is there stuff like behind her desk? Oh, there's a desk lamp. Does that doesn't help me at all, does it?
La La Land. That movie.
Okay, I already heard about that.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Shoot. Oh. Library? What was the hint?
She must have written it down here somewhere. She must have written it.
Case sensitive or something too. At least it doesn't get locked out. That'd be terrible. Can I leave the room? Oh, there's keys.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt.
I'm like telling you, it has something to do with the QR code. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Is there a trash can or something around here? That is a trash can, isn't it? There's nothing in here. What am I missing? I mean, I have to be missing. Oh. Hold on. Hey, look at that. Check doormat.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
Not a shadow person. Oh. shadow person. Come here. Yay! Yay, kitty! I like how it's basically a Linux one.
One day, I just had to know, what's up with all the cats? She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal. Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died. Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
So I guess there's nothing else here. So journal. Oh, I love cats because they're not afraid to be difficult. They're not afraid to be difficult, okay. I'm still missing one. Oh, I haven't read this yet. Oh. What are these stamps? Okay, there's 1, 5, 9, 3. That's only 4 I need 5, don't I? So 3, 4, 9, 5, 1. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna need to write this down. Pen and paper. So 3, 4, 9, 5, 1. So I think I'm only missing one thing, right? Looks like that's filled, looks like that's filled, filled. Looks like I might be missing one thing. 2. So I'm missing 2 things. Maybe it's actually in the case.
What is the code, Marie? Wait. The journal. It must be in the journal.
Oh, now it tells me. Okay. 3, 4, 9, 5, 1.
Yay! Good work, Kelsey. Oh my god.
Damn, that is not a 9mm. That is a 45.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration, "No, that's not what happened." Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that, hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking, like, forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Press J to read it. Oh. Ah, okay, so this is the page I read when it first came in. But you, I don't know, right now it can't be yours. You can find me, I promise I'll be alright.
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore.
So we're leaving. Okay. Must be going. Wow. That game was actually kind of a little insane, honestly. Odd, but yeah, it was good. I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and let the credits play all the way through, but the video is over. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving a thumbs up, possibly even subscribing. Suggest videos of what games you would like to see in the future. I'm always looking for new games to play and everything like that, and hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.